What's going on, team? Welcome back to another episode of the AT Fit podcast. Episode number 15. 15, fucking hell, like, I remember when I wanted to start this. I remember when I wanted to start the conversation about fitness and health and all things health and fitness, and strength and conditioning and power, speed, whatever, like, start this conversation and try and break down a bit of stigma and just, ask those questions as well as answer a couple, if I can, but mainly ask a lot of questions because I do have a lot of questions and I don't really know how the world works. But anyway, yeah, I remember when I started this, and the idea's always been in my head for a long time. Maybe a couple of years. And to be honest with you guys, like, I didn't have the balls to do it. I really didn't. I really wanted to. I knew I could add quite a lot of value to people. And I knew it's going to be another avenue. Like, some people learn through hearing, some people learn from doing, some people learn from watching, and this is just another avenue for people to learn, and people to, just discuss, and another platform, so to speak. And yeah, to be quite honest with you guys, I didn't have the balls. I didn't have the balls to do it. I was wondering what other people would think, and whether it be a success, whether people would want to listen, and these things. And don't get me wrong, it started off real slow, and I think it was like the first 5 or 7 episodes I did. I think the only person listening was my mum, and that's really nice, obviously, and it's nice that she can be proud of her son, but it's also, it's a little bit, um, it doesn't necessarily hurt, but it's a little bit encouraging, whatever the word is. Um, it knocks you off your stride a little bit, because you do conjure up the courage to start something that you're not comfortable with doing to start off with, but you stick at it, and things take off, and I'm absolutely blown away with the response that people have had, even if they don't say anything to me. It's just, I have a look at the analytics, and I've had some people in different countries and listening to this, and it blows my mind. It absolutely blows me away that you're willing to listen to just a Mancunian lad that chats shit and hopefully sparks some questions and conversations, and answers a couple of questions regarding the health and fitness scene, and makes people a little bit happier. Um, yeah, it fucking blows me away. So I guess I just wanted to start with saying, guys, thank you very much for all the support, and hopefully, as long as it gets positive feedback, and it helps, and it's making people happy, then I'll keep chatting shit, if you know what I mean. So that just sort of proves that no matter what other people think, yeah, but most of the time, whatever your subconscious thinks and whatever you're thinking about yourself and your ability, if it is negative, you've just got to be able to say no. Like, I've had enough. You can't get in my head. You can't say that. And, like, I've had enough. You're not talking to me like that. And it sounds a little bit weird to have the conversation with yourself about treating yourself good, but a lot of the time we are plagued with those hindering thoughts and those negative thoughts that hinder our ability and hinder how far we go in life. And it's sad. Les Brown said the wealthiest place in the world is the graveyard, because there's so many dreams and ideas that people have taken with them. They've never even tried, just because of that negative talk inside their head, that self-doubt has just taken over them, and they never started. They never even tried. And I think it's awful, and I just think people that are trying, with anything, not just health and fitness, but obviously this is the topic and the medium that I understand and I know about. But just the people that are trying, I don't give a shit where you are on this journey, or whether it's working. Like, at least you're fucking trying. You know what I mean? At least you're throwing shit at the wall. And if you keep throwing shit at the wall, eventually something's gonna stick. So I guess all I said is keep pushing, keep grinding, keep going at it, and eventually something's going to work. There's only so long your back can be against the wall, and if you keep fighting, you keep pushing, eventually the only place you can walk is forwards. And quite a lot of the time I do picture myself with my back against the wall. Whether that's a positive or whether that's a negative, it's yet to be known, but I do picture myself, stood there, back against the wall in a long corridor, and the only place I can go is forwards. And if you put yourself in that position, then that is the only place you can go. You can sit there and you can curl up in the corner and you can sort of wait for everything, for life to pass you by, or you can the only place the direction you can go is forwards, because you're not going to let yourself go backwards. You've put that wall in your way, and you're not going to go backwards, and you're not going to go back to that place. So you have to go forwards, and that's the only way. And I think especially when people have injuries, like I was speaking to a lot of people with previous injuries, and sort of said my experience with it, and they've been told they can never do this again, never do that again, and it's just like, I appreciate that, but you've got to put that wall behind you and say, I can't get into the position where I'm immobile. I can't get into the position where I'm not going to be able to walk, or I'm not going to be able to work out. I'm not going to allow that. I'm gonna do everything I can, even if I'm going to become a fucking professional speed walker. You know what I mean? Like you're going to do everything in your power and everything in your right, and absolutely everything, so you can keep moving. So you've placed that wall behind you, and the only place you can go is forward and down that corridor. And if you go down that corridor, the only place you can go is to a better place. The only way is up at the end of the day. Like, you can picture yourself at the bottom of the mountain and you have to climb it, or whatever metaphor works for you guys. But all I'm saying is, don't doubt yourself. Don't talk down yourself. Don't self doubt yourself. Don't self doubt yourself. That's a fucking, doesn't make any sense. Don't place those barriers in front of you. Place that barrier behind you, so you can't end up retreating into that quote unquote failure state. Like, you can't fail because you place that wall behind you. You place that barrier. Like, you've been there, you've done it, and you can't go in again. So fucking keep working forwards. If a physio, a chiro, or a bloody coach, a doctor, or whatever says, you'll never do this again, like, that's their opinion. And the only opinion that matters is the opinion of yourself. Obviously, don't become an egotistic and narcissistic cunt. Like, no one likes those people. But at the end of the day, a bit of self-confidence goes a long way, and it never hurt anyone. Well, apart from the people that already have an insane amount of confidence, then that's just touching on that ego. But you know what I mean, guys. Like, there's a fine balance in having the confidence in your ability, and even if it's blind confidence, even if you're faking it until you make it and you're bullshitting yourself, and like I said, like, I was a really nervous kid. Like, I'd get really, really, really nervous just like talking in class. Like, if anyone asked me to answer the question, I would literally start shaking and I'd go pink. Like, you could probably relate it to stage fright, and it was fucking awful. Like, I'm naturally an introvert, and to be able to talk to a microphone on a screen and I just see this bobbling up and down and post it on the internet, like, it's not natural to me. So personally, I had to fake it. I had to fake it till I make it. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's what you got to do. And if that's what you got to do to get somewhere that you want to be, then so be it. I know I want to help people within this health and fitness industry. I want to help people become healthier, better, happier people, like fitter people. Like, fitness is just a medium. It's not the fucking be all and end all. Like, I doubt a single one of us is a professional athlete that's listening to this. Maybe down the line a professional athlete does listen to this, and that'd be pretty cool. But I doubt that any one of us are pro athletes. We don't fucking make our money for a performance within the gym or the performance in a sport. Like, we make our money other ways. We use the gym, to become healthy and all the physiological benefits, and we like to be sexy, and we like being looking good naked, and we like to turn on the opposite sex or our partner and whatever, and be this sexy machine. But to be honest, that's not the be all and end all, is it really? Because if you strip all that back, like, what have you got left? If you're miserable as shit, and your body's like pristine, you look gorgeous, like, what's the fucking point? Like, we do it for all the mental benefits, the psychological benefits, and the benefits we take forward outside of the gym. Like, a lot of people won't admit that, and I've just got the balls to say it. I don't go to the gym for the physical benefits. Like, it's cool having big biceps. It's cool fucking being able to lift some weights. It's really cool, like, being able to be fit, and you can do all this stuff. You can walk on your hands and that shit. But to be honest, like, I do it for the mental clarity and to keep my head sane, keep it level or level-ish. Um, and it's my church, and it always has been, and it has been for the past 11 years. Like, 11 years I've been lifting weights, and for 11 years it's been easing some stuff that I've struggled with upstairs. And most people won't admit that. So if you are like that and you are in that situation, then just, you know, understand you aren't alone. You aren't alone at all. And people do go there to help their heads out more than they let on. Okay, so that was a pretty fucking big and deep intro. Shit, like, just over 11 minutes of me getting super deep. Hopefully, we sort of lighten the mood a little bit now. All right, so New Year's resolutions. We're getting close to Christmas. Things are starting to heat up. Christmas dues, fucking food galore. Um, how do you stay on track over Christmas? Very, very good question. You can be that guy or girl that tracks the macros, that makes everything pristine, and then ends up missing out on a few things. Or you can be that sensible person that is, sensible with what they eat. They enjoy themselves, but then they also are sensible. They don't overdo it. Or you can also enjoy yourself over this period, and you can be the person that's like, I'm just going to give myself a break. Give myself a break of, like, eating and fucking, being so strict on myself and all these things. I'd say eat normal, eat healthy, but when you have the opportunity to have a Christmas do and go out with your significant other or see your family members, and they give you a slice of cake, or they've fucking made a roast dinner or whatever, then don't be that arsehole that turns it down. If you want to be, fine, whatever. If it works for you, it works for you. But I'm a massive foodie, and if I go around to someone's house and they've baked for me, or I've gone around to someone's house and they've cooked for me, then I'm gonna eat it. Like, food is like a socializing with other people, and I believe I know I've done that whole thing of not even touching a single thing, and it's shit. It's I missed out. I like my food, and I like the company that I have when I eat the food. Like, to be honest with you, food just stops my stomach from hurting. So if I made myself a roast dinner and sat down on my own and ate it, like, I wouldn't really enjoy it. I like the company that goes with it, and that's why I enjoy it. So there's a few ways. Like, obviously, be super strict and be a Grinch. Be a little bit balanced. Some individuals do really well with balance, and that's good. And then the other one is obviously not go OTT, but be a little bit more relaxed. One thing I'd say is keep training. Just keep training, guys. Keep fucking lifting hard. Use the extra calories. Use the extra sleep because you're not working or at uni or studying or whatever. Like, use it to benefit inside the gym. Enjoy yourself inside the gym. And look forward to getting back on track in the new year. Like, enjoy yourself. This time of year is not meant to be depressing. This time of year is not meant to be shit or stressful. Like, it's meant to be enjoyable. You're meant to reconnect with some friends and family that you've lost connection over the year or half a year or whatever. You're supposed to enjoy your food. You're supposed to enjoy your drink. You're supposed to enjoy your company. So don't be too hard on yourself. All right, team. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. There'll be a little bit more specific stuff in the next episode, I believe. I've got a couple of ideas that I want to go down. But that's me. That is me done. So hopefully you've enjoyed it and you've taken just a little bit of stress off you when it comes to dieting or training. over the Christmas period, over the festive period. All right, so enjoy yourself, take it easy, look after your friends and family, and always, always be happy. See you later.